Everything's working. Alright. Hello and welcome to the Big Smoking Friends podcast. Mm, Here with just the Denton goons here, John and Juan.
Good.
What's up, John? You've been MIA for 3 whole weeks, all in a different city. Working for the same man you've been working for forever.
Bezos, Daddy Bezos.
Daddy Bezos sent you to San Antonio. You fucking answered the call.
He sent me to San Antonio. Yep, there's a new site out there.
Yeah. Wait, so what'd you do while you were there? Did you see the Alamo? You have to go see the Alamo.
I walked past it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were chilling.
Did you remember it?
I was definitely there.
Okay.
I
remember to see it. All right. Good.
There's a lot of sightseeing, walking around. I miss that area. I used to live down there, so it was just nice.
Oh, I didn't know you used to live there.
Yeah, about like 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. Shit, what was your favorite thing you did while you were there?
Probably just a lot of the food I was eating. Really, my favorite place that I went was called El Camino.
Oh, El Camino.
Shout out to El Camino.
Oh yeah, what they do there?
It's just you can order drinks and there's a bunch of food trucks, bunch of variety: pizza, Mediterranean,
Oh damn, that's
elote,
cool.
Tacos, pizza, hot dogs.
Shit,
They had a lot of shit.
Cool.
They had a lot of shit.
Kind of sounds like that place, East Side.
East Side.
Yeah.
It's just kind of in a tinier.
It's
kind of in a tinier, like compressed space.
Just like
compared to East Side.
I'll be honest, I do love like one of those places that like have like a bar and then like a bunch of food trucks by it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they had the best margarita I've had. It was basically the mango nada.
Oh damn.
Which is just a mango margarita, mango flavoring, probably some
frozen or on the rocks.
It was frozen.
Dude, yeah.
It was hot as fuck. I was getting all my margaritas frozen.
Dude,
it was cooling me off, honestly. That and some water.
It's an adult slushy, bro.
It's an adult slushy.
Adult slushy. It's this, and honestly, on like a really hot day when you're drinking, it's the best. Getting frozen anything really. You don't even have to get a frozen margarita. Any drink, any place that offers like a frozen drink, I'd say, especially in the summertime, is a go-to. It's fucking hot. But I mean,
that was a good time.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you had fun. You just sitting.
Yeah, bro. Daddy Bezos was.
Daddy
paying
provides
50 something bucks a day.
Goddamn.
Yeah, pretty much. I got per diem, so it was good.
Daddy Bezos.
Daddy Bezos. Hey, Daddy Bezos, if you're listening.
Daddy Bezos. Maybe he'll pay us.
Bezos. I would love it. Sponsor me, please. Daddy Bezos. You don't even know what I do to get a sponsor.
$50 a day. That'd be okay. Yeah, I mean,
$50 a day. Just imagine what you could do with just like $50 every day in your bank account.
How much is that?
I mean, think about it.
I mean,
you don't spend $50 in a day usually.
Oh yeah, you don't.
So I mean, what do you use for like $30, $40 for food? So you're saving at least between $10 to $20 every day. So $50. I mean, eventually that's gonna accumulate into some money.
Yeah, I'm like 50 times 30. That's 1,500.
That's
I'm
not
like,
bad.
That's not. Yeah.
$1,500 a month. That's not bad. It's about a few $100s more than what I usually make in a month.
You can get a pretty good place and still have enough for everything else, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. As long as you don't blow it.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't need to pay for anything more than $50.
Well, who else is pretty notorious at blowing cash, right?
Yeah, I do love to blow some cash, even if I don't really
blow. I mean,
whoa.
That sounded kind of gay.
Hey, it's June, Pride Month, baby.
Homosexual. That's what we do.
gay is okay.
Gay is okay.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like there's 1-star reviews for the Target here.
Oh, because of all the Pride shit.
Yeah, because of all the Pride stuff. They're like, oh, they're grooming our children. I'm just kind of like, bro, y'all are fucking weird, dude. Y'all are fucking weird. And like, some people really think that Target is losing business from it. I'm like, no, they're not.
Nah, it's not like Bud Light. Bud Light took a real fucking hit. No, I saw that like in America, Bud Light used to be like the number one beer sold basically.
But at the
But
same
now
time,
it's fucking Modelo.
yeah. At the same time, I don't know why. I don't know why
It
was like
sucks. It's
Bud
because it's
Light.
cheap and
Yeah.
rednecks drink it religiously. Apparently, I guess.
Yeah.
And now that the trans person sponsored by them, they're like, oh hell no. As soon as Kid Rock said it wasn't okay anymore, the rednecks just stopped drinking it.
That's fucking weird. Yeah, I mean, at least Modelo's good. So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Out of all I'm not really much of a beer guy, but
Yeah.
I'll drink a Modelo.
I'll drink a Modelo. Yeah, beer's not my thing, but yeah, I've tried one Bud Light at like a sporting event, and I was just like,
Well, that's all they fucking serve
Yeah.
at like stadiums and shit. It's either like Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, a lot of light, or like I've seen some places do Modelo, but it's usually like out of a can or a bottle. It's not like on draft
yeah,
like every other fucking beer is.
but
And also they can sell it for cheap. I mean, a fucking Bud Light usually in like a little styrofoam cup they give you or whatever. It's like $4. Sometimes I mean it's just shitty beer that it's the quickest and cheapest way to get drunk. And
do you get drunk? Do people get drunk off of it?
you gotta drink a lot of it. That's the point, man.
Drink a whole pack yourself, probably.
When people are like, "Oh, I buy a case of beer every night and get drunk," I mean, they're drinking like Bud Light because it's got like what 4 or 5% alcohol in it.
Yeah,
Versus like a Jack and
two
Coke
bottles.
is like I don't know 20% or some shit like that if you bought it or something.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you buy a bottle of whiskey, shit, dude. You can make a
No,
drink
I
that's
mean-
like there you go.
Thank you.
It's like I mean you get drunk way quicker drinking liquor, which is like what 50 proof.
Mhm.
So as long as you're, I mean, even when you mix it with stuff, it's not like it's fucking that separated, or whatever. Like the percentage wise, I guess.
All in all, but like they did shoot themselves in the foot, but
100%.
they're doing society a favor.
But yeah, honestly, just slowly going out of business.
Because that's like the same thing, because Bud Light, those type of people already like fuck with it.
It was like the stupidest move.
It's like yeah, right. It's like as if NASCAR decided to do some shit like that, and it's just like yeah. I understand why they were vote, but like, at the same time, it's like it only confirms my biases of those people already. It confirms my bias.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Well, it's weird that like Bud Light takes such a hit off of it. When like you say like Target, I mean sure at first there was like a little kickback on it, but now it's pretty much blown over. No one's like boycotting Target or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like Bud Light doesn't.
Yeah, I showed them earlier that on Trump's website they're selling a Pride Make America Great Again hat.
Well, really?
Yeah, and it's like, come on, dude.
It's like, come on, we can cash in on the gays too.
No, yeah, exactly. Because like that's all it is. It's just the money part.
Well, you know what's something weird too? I was watching this YouTube video on this guy's explaining why, because they were like, why do companies do this? Because they know it's gonna like have a lot of controversy and like maybe make them lose business. But it's actually there's like this, I can't remember what organization it is that like gives companies a score on how like diverse and like I don't want to say woke, but I mean
For lack of a better term, yeah.
yeah, like how woke they are basically, and if they have a higher score, they're I think they either get tax breaks or something. They're like they get money for it, and so so these companies will do shit like during Pride Month and all that to try and like be like, oh look at us, we're so diverse, like that, and they don't care if they as long as they have that high score, they can take a little hit in business for a month.
Yeah. But it makes you also think like I feel like since they know it's gonna be controversial, that's how you get people to talk about your shit anyway.
True. No publicity is bad publicity, right?
Yeah. But like, exactly. Like, because then, especially with something as stupid as this, dude, it only makes it only like the people who aren't boycotting are now going to these places and purchasing more out of spite of the boycotting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who knows? You go to like fucking S4 now. Maybe the Bud Light is like the most popular drink there. You walk into like a gay club now, everyone drinking Bud Light. Yeah. Bud Light is for us now. Boo, boo, boo. Or I don't even fuck. I don't know. But wait, so you guys went saw.
You saw Spider-Man.
How'd you like it? I've seen it twice now, and I think it's been pretty fucking good.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Like,
especially like watching it right after the first one.
Yeah.
You watched the first one, then we went and saw the second one.
Yeah, we went to see the first one. We didn't go see it. We like watched the first one back at the crib, and then watched the second one. Yeah. Dude, I think maybe like three out of 10. The movie sucked. Man. I hated it.
Really?
Not enough cowbell.
Not enough cowbell.
Like, nah, it was cool. It was a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no. Do you seriously have like a big criticism?
Nah, not really. Like, other than like after like they kind of got away from the animation style of Miles. Like I was looking at it and I was just kind of like they were mixing it more with Miguel's art style. Like it was kind of like a mix of that, and I lost some of the animation, Miles' animation.
Just the way like the first one looked versus the second one.
But it's not a criticism. It was just more like
a nitpick.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if there was just like laziness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like what, like good 30-minute chunk that's in Miguel's universe. So I mean, and that's the cool thing about them. Like every time they switched universes, there was like a specific kind of like art style to that universe.
So I guess that's why, because it was still Miles's animation, but it was too much of everyone else's.
Because everybody else is like the Spider-Punk was a big. I mean, like he's completely different out of fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Or like the Vulture dude at the beginning, the Renaissance fair little motherfucker, or like looking like he's straight up written by Da Vinci.
Dude, that shit was tight.
That I thought was pretty cool. I'm trying to think of some other guy that stuck out. Oh, like the animated ones too, like the ones like the cartoons from back in the day.
Right. Dude, those are so funny.
The live action ones too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not spoilers, but spoiler warning right here, I guess.
Yeah.
But like Donald Glover showing up as Prowler.
I thought that was interesting.
All that was pretty shocking. I was like, whoa, because like I didn't even expect the live action stuff. I think that's the only thing I would say kind of threw me off a bit.
Was just the introduction of the live action ones too?
Just all the live action, because it gave it that Who Framed Roger Rabbit type of feel, and the reason why I'm okay to just look past it is because it wasn't that much in the movie. I mean, I know later on when they're explaining the whole situation with the ASM 90 event. You even see live action Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. So it's not in the movie too much, but it is like one of those like, all right. I guess it does take you out of it per se. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. When I was watching it for the first time, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna do live action people in this too.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a cool reference because they do in like the Homecoming, they do reference of Donald Glover being the Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah, or not. It's a very subtle reference.
Yeah, and in Homecoming, when he goes up to Donald Glover and asks him for information, whenever he finds out who he is, that voice that's in Spider-Man's, like, his AI system tells him that his name's Aaron Davis, which is Miles' uncle.
Yeah, Miles' uncle, a.k.a. Prowler.
whenever he was talking about Spider-Man, he helped him out because he was like, all those weapons are dangerous. I have a nephew who lives around here. That was the only time though. That was like
that was like, which I wonder if they were like actually referencing MCU Prowler, but like then I don't know if that's for sure or not, or just another universe where that guy is the Prowler.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was. They were trying to do the whole Easter egg of like, oh look, this is Miles. This is the MCU version because it's Donald Glover. That's the only one that we've seen.
He also went to Venom's world.
Yeah, which I thought that was pretty funny. Honestly, Spot just like, hey, this is a regular Tuesday for you. You see this shit like this all the time.
Yeah, I love
that. What do you want? Like, oh, you've seen this before.
I honestly thought like at first I thought the Spot was gonna be like when I first heard it was the Spot was gonna be the villain and all that. I was like, oh, this is gonna be goofy as hell. But like he turned into like a really good villain by the end.
I didn't even know he was gonna be like the villain.
Oh yeah, I guess I thought it could have been like a little side.
When I watched it for the first time, like I didn't, I knew what was going on, but it was kind of like still like blind. Like I knew that it was gonna be multiversal hopping, but I didn't know what the plot was gonna be, and so I just like Miles was talking about, I thought he was just a villain of the week. He was just gonna capture him, and then when he kept coming up, I was like, oh no, what the fuck? I guess him being this multiversal thing, like it's actually a big deal, and I thought about that when he kicked himself into his self.
Yeah.
And he was like going through the portals like we're talking about right now. That's when I was like, okay, this is gonna be a big part.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, so I think the fact that they made a low end Spider-Man villain like pretty formidable because of how they structured this world.
Yeah. No, I thought because he is kind of like a B-list villain in the comics.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not like a main. He's like like you said, like villain of the week, like one-off villain that, not like one of the main, not like Green Goblin or like someone like a Spider-Man villain that like pops up frequently.
What did he do in the comic?
Same thing.
Yeah. He was a scientist. He got spots on him, and now he just pops through portals and shit.
Yeah, I guess they didn't care about that part.
Because I don't know.
Like, that's pretty OP of a power. It's
they made. That's the thing too. Like, there's so many characters that have like weird, goofy powers, but because they're the villain, they're kind of shit on because the hero's supposed to win, basically.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another example, but there's a lot of villains that were, if you put them in like the real world, they're like, oh fucking god, basically.
Yeah.
Spot's one of them. You can put up a portal and go anywhere you want in the fucking universe, or just say I like do that and pops a portal and just punches you from across the room. That's fucking pretty cool in my opinion.
And like every time Spider-Man threw a punch at him, it's like all he had to do is just put a portal there and then it'd go back right to himself.
Yeah, too. I thought it was pretty cool how he like in that when they were fighting on the top of that car, he did that and then Miles just grabbed the back of his head through the portal.
Oh yeah, he just tossed him.
I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
That was cool.
But dude, although I don't know, I feel like somehow Miguel gonna be the villain by the end of it.
How'd you feel about the cliffhanger?
I was like, damn, dude, you could literally just finish this in 30 minutes. Like another hour. I mean, I don't know if I don't know how they're gonna stretch it out for another movie. But I guess I'm sure they can. I'm not.
Yeah, because I'm sure they can only because now we're gonna learn more about Miguel.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to learn a little more about him. Like, why did he even start this whole thing? Type shit. Like.
Yeah, I still want to know why he's a vampire.
Yeah, like, what's up with that? Yeah, I saw him take off his mask in the beginning, and it was like Beast Head or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he put it back on, and I was just like, what's up with that?
Yeah. Also, too, like, the whole, like, how he was explaining the whole canon event, like, oh, I tried to do this, blah, blah, blah. I think we're going to figure out that was total bullshit.
Right,
Like, you can change the canon, but it's just, like, you can't. Like, he fucked it up somehow, obviously, but, like, it's still possible, like, to, not have a Spider-Man with the almost shittiest life possible. And, like, it doesn't have to repeat over and over and over. It's okay to have variations. Like Miles, he's a complete... If you think about it, his whole world shouldn't exist now because he's that fucking anomaly and it breaks the canon.
But it's like the Spider-Verse adapted to it.
Exactly. And, like how, like, the Indian Spider-Man, I don't think his world's gonna fucking collapse.
Yeah. They didn't even bother figuring that out anymore. They were just like...
Yeah, they kind of just sidelined that whole fucking thing. So, I mean, maybe... So, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff they could do in the second movie. Like, I do kind of want to know what's going on there. Are they gonna like figure out that like Miguel's lying, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on, Mr. Vampire Man?"
That PS2 looking ass motherfucker. Like,
yeah, I know.
yeah, I was saying it looks like John Travolta or whatever. The guy was like,
yeah.
like that guy, like he looks like him, but like if
Dude, you know what's weird?
If they gave him like the alpha male filter times 10 type shit.
Yeah. Dude, I thought it was, you know, it was anime. You know how we talked about like the live action kind of threw you out of it, and when they put the video game Spider-Man in there, I was just like, oh fuck. Yeah, that weirded me out a little bit too.
You talking about me?
What? Also, that fucking spider thing that like sends people home.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is up with this thing?
I was like, okay, wait.
That's not a robot. I feel like that's
a living creature.
That living. Is that a Spider-Man from a weird ass fucking universe or something?
No, that's part of the. Madam Web uses that, and she's like, the lady.
Yeah, I heard, and that's the thing too. I heard she was supposed to show up during this whole Spider-Verse thing.
Madam Web, yeah.
Which, if I didn't even know existed until I was rewatching the fucking '90s cartoon, and they did a whole Spider-Verse thing with her, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do that.
Yeah. Because I was like looking at things, because my thing is like that thing would only come out when activated.
Yeah.
And then Miguel was like, "Oh, I guess you're going back to your place," and the spider just like came out, like almost as his pet.
Yeah, like it knew.
Like it knew that's what he needed to do, and then he's dragging Gwen or whatever on top of those.
What if that's that spider's power? But it's not connected to those robots, though. I mean, it's connected to the computers.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like, did they just grab that from a universe where, like you said, there's a universe where that is Spider-Man in that universe somehow, and it just has that weird ability to do that shit or something. I don't even know.
It's like it creates a multi-dimensional cocoon. Like,
it's weird.
Yeah.
And also, like the whole watch thing. I was like, how the fuck did he? I was like thinking about how did Miguel figure all this shit out? And I don't know too, and it's always like small strike force, but like there's like thousands of different fucking Spider-Man.
I do like how Spider-Punk was taking pieces away from like where they were walking through.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That's what he used to make the watch.
Yeah, I thought that was a little cool. And how he's also like super against everything the whole time. He's like, man, fuck this place.
This is a metaphor against capitalism.
that fucking kills me. I didn't think I was gonna like Spider-Punk that much. At first I was like, fuck you. But then I was like, he's probably one of my favorites by the end of it.
It made sense to me. It was perfect.
Yeah.
My name is Obi Brown.
But yeah, honestly he was probably my favorite different version of Spider-Man by the end of it. And I hope they do in the second one too. I'm sure he is because they're all using his fucking watch to get around.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Although I heard it was like he's like super hard to fucking animate. Like the whole time like this was in production, there's a whole team just working on animating him alone.
I heard that he was gonna have a major role in the third movie, being like Miles' second mentor.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it supposed to be a 3-parter?
Yeah, that's why it was a cliffhanger.
I always thought it was. I thought it was supposed to just be 2 parts.
Well, it is part 1, part 2.
Oh, there's gonna be a part 3.
No, this one was part 1.
Oh no! The second one is the third. Oh my god! Sorry.
Yeah, the second one is part 1. Then the third one's gonna be part 2.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, at first they named it Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, but then now it's Across the Spider-Verse and then Beyond the Spider-Verse. That's the next one. And it was supposed to come out in March of 2024, but I don't know how likely that's going to be. So I'm going to assume like probably the same time as this year. So like in July or August.
Okay. That makes sense. A summer release.
Yeah. If not, then it's going to be another Christmas movie. Just like the first one was.
Yeah. It might. Yeah, they might have to delay it.
I think because the writers strike right now.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I honestly think a Christmas would
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's hard. Think about it. If it was already written, then it should be fine as long as they don't.
You would think that they did them both pretty close to each other because like that's what they did with Infinity War and Endgame. They pretty much filmed both movies together to make it hard for the actors to know like, what was going on, which is funny. So
yeah. Well, I would think that if you're gonna write like a part one, part two, you would basically do. You write the whole. I mean, especially because like what the first one came out. I mean,
it's probably already written, maybe, but they haven't recorded any lines of dialogue, at least according to Haley Steinfeld.
Okay, yeah.
So that's kind of strange.
Well, if the actors might not want to do anything until like the writers' strike is over, because I heard
it's not up to the actors, but yeah.
Well, I heard like a lot of them were like protesting with them, like refusing to work, to be like, all right, so,
they're like, we're gonna stop production. I mean, yeah, they're gonna stop production in order to comply.
Which is like, what are they striking about? It's like the whole like no AI, like writing basically. They can't have like they don't want studios to use AI to write scripts.
It has to do with their pay.
Okay.
They say that writing it has to do with pay and it has to do with streaming and streaming companies and stuff like that. Because of streaming, it's all like content, and for like new writers and old writers, it doesn't matter. Like I guess you're always a new writer, no matter what.
Yeah, I guess.
That you're hired on. They're putting you in small groups. They're having you come up with multiple ideas, and then once you present them, they'll pick out your best one, and then they'll throw you out. And present your shitty ideas to a different group of writers and be like, "Here are some ideas. Maybe we can work with these." And then they'll be like, that shitty group of writers, the next group of writers, they're getting paid less, because if they're all new, you can offer them the same amount of money, which is collectively less than the people you've had on for years. And then writers who used to write for TV shows in the 90s and early 2000s, they're still writing shows now.
Yeah.
And they're saying that they get paid less now than back then, and they have to write more. And if they don't write more, it's like, oh well, young talent's gonna come in. It's not even better talent. It's just like, young talent is gonna come in. Because, writing for a big company, that's something to take home type shit. That's one of those like I'm telling my friends I'm writing for like Warner Brothers.
You're on this TV show or that movie or
I'm writing a show for Netflix type shit. Or some shit. You know what I mean?
I heard this like.
So that's basically what it really is. A lot of it is just their pay.
Yeah.
They're being overworked and given like little credit and shit like that. Also, streaming services, they can take out shows at any time.
Yeah.
And so once a show doesn't make as much money that the company wants, then they take off the show, and now they no longer have to pay the writers for them.
Damn.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But and it's just little shit like that. That's when it comes to streaming. So that's some of the things that they're like striking about.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with it.
Yeah, I was listening to one person explain it too. Is like there's also not like the reason why they're fighting so hard for like better pay is because there's not a whole lot of job security anymore. Because back in the early 2000s and the 90s, you could work on a sitcom for 10 years.
Yeah.
But with all these streaming shows, I mean, how many episodes are in a new Netflix series? Sometimes like 6. So that's only like 6 episodes you get to work on. And then they may not renew. You don't know if they'll renew it for another season.
Yeah.
So you're constantly looking for a new job like every couple months, basically, because there's just not that much. Because even on regular TV, I mean, seasons are shorter now, or seasonal. Like Like over the summer, like nothing comes out over the summer. The only time new TV shows come out are like during the fall.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So.
And I'm thinking about it now. It's like I guess like with Netflix and like Hulu having all these options, it's like you, with TV, yeah, you had a bunch of options, channels,
Yeah.
but whenever you would get on, you'd be forced to watch whatever's on that channel. You know.
Yeah, true. You didn't get like freedom of choice, or you would have if you wanted to watch something specific, you had to watch at a certain time.
Yeah, and that created different vibes.
Yeah.
Each some channels had different vibes, and then you have your certain groups of people who will always just go on said channel, no matter what's playing. No matter what's playing, they'll always go on said channel. And I'm thinking like, yeah, you can get a lot of money. You can get a lot of money that way.
Yeah.
But with streaming, and everyone wanting to push out content, no matter how bad or good it is.
Yeah, that's true.
You get drowned. You get overwhelmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's one thing I think a problem with streaming too. It is kind of quantity over quality. Mm-hmm. I mean, as much as I like having like Netflix, HBO, Hulu, and all that, but sometimes I only go for like the few good things that are on there.
Yeah.
There's like a mountain of shit I don't touch. Versus of like a few little shows or movies that I like that I know are on there, so that's why I have it.
Yeah.
Because I know I either like them or they actually make something new, and I like the fucking. I'm probably only gonna buy Hulu so I can watch season 2 of The Bear.
Oh my god.
That's probably I don't even have Hulu, and I'm just like that come out this month. I'm gonna watch. Yeah, June 28th, I think. Yeah, so I was just like, I'm just gonna sit there. I'm gonna binge the series, and then I might cancel right after that.
Wait.
Was that? Yes, I'm down. I binged it like in 2 days when the season 1 came out. I was like, this is a fucking good show. See, but that's the thing too. Like, you get one of those, but there's like a mountain of shit on Hulu you do not fucking watch. Like, and that's not for everything, obviously. There's everything. Everybody's got a fucking favorite show or movie that's on.
Yeah.
HBO Max, Hulu. I mean, there's reasons why people continue to use streaming services, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's that freedom,
Yeah, you can watch whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want, as long as you have internet connection and an account. You can literally watch anything. But and some people even use like VPNs. They'll change their location so they can see what's on Netflix in like the UK versus America, because apparently it's different.
Yeah.
Depending on. Yeah, there's some countries that have Rick and Morty on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
I think someone one YouTuber or whatever used a VPN to get their Netflix account from that said country.
Yeah.
They've made that country's Netflix account. And they would pay less and still use Netflix because they're a resident of that country. And I guess in different countries it's just cheaper.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, not many of you get on, in whatever country.
So I mean, exchange rate, I guess. But yeah, no, I would. The VPNs are nice. It's like. It's weird that you can do that, honestly, and just like change your location somehow, or just like hide everything you're fucking doing. That's nice.
Dude, yeah.
Aren't they trying to make VPNs illegal somewhere? Like if you get caught with a VPN like in China, don't they arrest you?
I'm pretty sure it's like in like North Korea type shit.
Yeah. Because I mean, because it like hides like what you're doing from the government, basically.
Yeah. Like to the people who are looking.
It's weird too. Like China, they have like an app for like everything. It's your social media. It's like everything. It's like one use app that's like approved by the government, and you have to like if you want to like do anything else on the internet, you have to have a VPN, because there's no way you can Like China itself does not allow like on their like internet to go certain places.
Yeah, I mean.
But if you can change your location to like the United States, the internet's fucking free.
Yeah, like
it's wide open pastures.
I mean, I don't have access to the dark web. I have to go through a certain way. I guess I would have to.
Well, that's like super illegal shit, isn't it?
I mean, by your definition, you know what I mean. What is super illegal shit?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you can go on the dark web and buy like drugs.
If you're a person in China, or whatever,
or
trying to go on the U.S. sites, it's like, oh, but that's illegal.
I can't even imagine like a government saying like, hey, this giant free space of like information, and like anybody can get on it at any time. They're all like, you can't go on certain places here.
Imagine
it's like saying like a dude with a boat can't go to certain parts of the ocean.
Imagine trying to explain that to like those people who live on those little islands who've never seen anyone.
Dude, imagine bringing like an iPhone to some like dude that's never even seen like a computer. Like, what the fuck is this light up brick?
Dude, that's crazy. It's crazy to believe that there's definitely still people out there.
Dude, go back like if you went back in time and like showed someone an iPhone 40 years ago, they'd be like, "What the fuck is this thing?"
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Shit, you go back far enough, you'd probably be hanged.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like you go to like you go like which you go back to like probably Revolutionary War America. And you show someone an iPhone, you're getting hanged for witchcraft probably.
Yeah, I'd go back to caveman time with like a record player and be like, listen.
You were either gonna get your head bashed in with a club, or like you'd be like worshipped like as a god.
That's all I imagine is cavemen, cavewomen just.
They're like, oh my god, who is this guy?
They start doing like leg work and shit.
you go back to your time. Society's advanced like 40 years into the future.
They're doing the whole thriller thing.
They're doing the gritties, bro.
Oh my god, imagine going to like caveman time and teaching everyone the thriller.
Oh yeah.
I wonder like how much you could like fuck with history without like completely fucking everything over.
Just incorporate dancing hella early, and then it would just evolve from there.
There we go. Like, how can dancing hurt people? Fucking go back. Weed. Smoke break.
This podcast has been sponsored by
weed. I do. For the best quality, see your local drug dealer.
Yeah, I mean, for the only quality you can get.
For whatever this guy got from whoever.
Yeah.
Dude, I can get why like people are like, ooh, buying drugs is dangerous. But unless you're like buying something other than weed, then it's not dangerous at all. I've never met one dude that like just sells pot that's I'm like, alright, you're a little sketchy.
No, for sure.
But I have gone to buy other drugs, and I'm like, we need to get the fuck out of here before we get shot.
Dude, there was this one guy I used to buy from. His name was Miguel. Just like 29. But homie was something else, dude. He ended up blocking me because like we had like a political disagreement. But he was also one of those to be like the birds aren't real.
I love that conspiracy. That's so fucking goofy.
Yeah, like it's one of those like.
I saw some person on there like, oh, so that's why we had COVID, so they could change all the batteries in the birds. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's stupid.
But there's a thing, people believe that shit, and it's hilarious.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's one of those like, I say that one, and you and I like probably think like, yeah, that's like the joke. But no, he is like a full on, not the birds part, but like he's just conspiracies in general, like that deep, dude. Like he believed the Pizzagate one. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, no, that was.
I don't know if you remember that. He believed that Hillary Clinton had like a child sex ring inside of a pizza shop. And
yeah, dude.
And then some motherfucker went in there.
Thought Bill was bad.
The motherfucker went in there with a gun to be like, I'm here to save the kids. And like,
dude, that's
nothing,
the thing too. Nothing
was there.
Like sort of like, oh, it's in the basement. Like I think there was like the owner said there is no basement. We do not have a basement. Hey, there are no kids here. Please stop.
Dude, but anyway, like fuck, why did I bring him up? Fuck. Oh yeah,
sketchy.
That dude, yeah, he was sketchy. You know, but he was cool. At one point, he was making weed tacos.
Weed tacos?
Yeah, he had like one of those giant wok looking things, but for like the backyard stuff.
Yeah.
And he put 4 sticks of weed butter. And
what do you put it in? Or is he cooking meat with it or something?
Yeah, he in that he put a bunch of like fajita and a bunch of he put all the onions. He put all the chiles, whatever. Lined them all up and shit. Mixing all the butter over, and I was like, holy shit.
Dude.
I never bought any because he lived really far. He lived like at least like.
Oh, you could buy like the weed taco?
He was selling them.
Fuck, dude, I would honestly probably get like, if I saw that being like made, I'd be like, all right, weed taco. Like I gotta get a weed taco at least once. Dude, I remember the first time I did an edible. I was buying weed from my drug dealer, and he was like, "Hey man, I just got these in. If you're interested, weed lollipop."
What the fuck?
There's a lollipop with just weed shit in it. So and we were like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Probably one of the highest times I've ever been. We're all just sitting in my car with the seats all down, all just like surrounded, high as fuck in a parking lot, just like this, talking shit, just high out of our goddamn minds.
Dude, I miss that edible high.
Do that first time too, like first. I think about the first time I like smoking weed in general. Just like that fucking feeling. The first time you ever felt like the effect of a drug. That you were like not. It wasn't like medicine. It's not fucking. It's like booze. It's a recreational habit.
My first drug was weed.
Yeah.
Even before caffeine. I hadn't had caffeine until I was like almost 20. I was thinking like 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Because like, I didn't drink coffee. I never drink coffee like that.
You weren't like a big soda drinker either.
And I didn't drink a lot of soda. I would drink Sprite, and Sprite
that's caffeine free.
Oh, I remember they'd make commercials about that shit.
Dude, I used to be like the only soda my parents would buy is like caffeine free soda.
Yeah.
Because my brother and my sister both ADD, so they were just like caffeine. No. Because like ADD people when they're fucking wired are like.
They're wired.
No, they're fucking wired, dude. And a little annoying sometimes. Actually, I prefer them on stimulants. Honestly, like take your goddamn meds. I can I don't know. I don't have ADD, so.
Remember that movie Accepted?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie Accepted. I'm thinking about that guy.
Yeah. What? You know what? Say that closer to the mic.
Ask me about my wiener.
Why? Ask me about his wiener.
You never seen it?
No.
It's like a it's like a 2000s movie.
Pull the trailer.
Like it kind of has like Seth Rogen vibe. That badass. Accepted. Yeah. At ACC.
No, she's gonna ask me about my wiener. Right there.
Oh yeah, I saw the Flash commercial.
Come on. See that.
So you're telling me that there are no tests or essays or required reading or any of that nonsense?
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, ever?
Never.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool. Oh no.
Ask me about my wiener. Ask me about my wiener.
Trader? Oh hey, B and Monica.
Hey.
Why are you wearing this? Every single brother in my fraternity has worn this suit. President James Garfield wore this suit like a gentleman. Oh yeah, well, look what happened to him. He got assassinated by Charles Guiteau. Don't ask me how I know that.
Hey,
me a favor. Ask me about my wiener really quickly. Trader, no. Guys, my brothers could be watching me right now. Just ask me about my wiener, please. Why are you doing this? What do you mean? Come on, you're humiliating yourself, buddy. You know what, B? Don't mess with me. These are the happiest times of my life, all right? Trader. I'm so happy. I'm the happiest. I'm happy. Hey, ask me about my wiener.
Ask me about.
But yeah.
Okay.
That's accepted.
What's the movie about?
Yeah.
Besides asking about his wiener.
They make a college, basically.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's an abandoned college and they kind of just build it up with their own money and teach out of it.
Ah. Yeah. Okay. Ugh, that's my bladder. Ugh. Well, shit.
Is that all we got?
Is that all we got? We keep going. This is 46 minutes. It's pretty good.
Spider-Man.
Any other closing thoughts?
Yeah, any closing thoughts, guy? Anything you want to add, share?
I like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man good? Cool.
It was hot in my theater.
It was hot?
Yeah.
Usually it's supposed to be cold.
The first time I saw it, you know how it's supposed to be cold? I brought the same jacket I brought today. And it was, I went and saw it in the mall that's on the Riverwalk. So it's called AMC at River Center.
Okay.
And it was a big. I felt like I was pretty close to the screen, but it was also pretty nice. But I couldn't stop thinking about how hot I was. I would get these occasional hot flashes.
Damn.
And then it was dark, so I didn't really care. But I had an icy, and then at one point I just kind of stopped drinking it, and I had my shirt up, and I was putting the icy on my stomach.
No way. Damn. So that's uncomfortable hot.
Because that's how hot it was.
There's like a fuck ton of people in there or something?
There was a lot of people in there. Yeah.
So it's like hot, stuffy too.
Yeah. I think the fucking AC wasn't working. I don't know what happened. It was just and I walked to the mall, so I only got that maybe minute or two of cold air because as soon as I even walked into the AMC area, it was kind of warm.
Yeah, the AC must be out or something.
Did you hate that shit whenever outside is just colder than the inside?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I run into my fucking. When I'm sitting in my car because my AC's out, I'll just be sweating in my car and I get out and I'm just the outside just feels so much fucking better.
Any sort of breeze, you're like, oh.
So a lot of the stuff with the movie, I caught it, but I forgot about it because my mind would race to how good the movie is and what's going on, and then goddamn, it's fucking hot. Because I saw that it was taking him to Earth 42. I was like, oh, it says 42. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
But, then I just didn't think much because then also, there was also so much stuff happening, and so the trick, the little twist at the end, where it's oh, you're in the wrong universe, that got me. I was like, oh shit. I don't know if it got.
Yeah, no, it got me too. At first, I was like, it got me until when his mom didn't know who Spider-Man was, and I was like, oh, we're not in the right place here.
For me, it's whenever I noticed the mom's eye color. And I was like,
was it slightly different?
It was green.
It was green?
Her eyes are brown, yeah. Honestly, I'm ashamed. It took me all the way up to him glitching. As soon as he glitched, I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, it took me all the way up to the glitch. But as soon as he glitched, I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, that's not normal. You wouldn't be doing that if you were home.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever she's...
But I did think all that was... I was like, wait, I was like, what the fuck? How does she not... I didn't put it together right then and there. I was like, how does she not know nah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. I didn't notice the eyes, though.
Yeah. Yeah, when she was like, Spider-Man, I was like, oh, what? How do you not... Because,
I noticed these things.
Everybody, yeah. Are you...
I pay attention.
really emotionally sensitive guy.
I like midnight walks too, under the moonlight.
A really mature adult. Oh my god.
Beyond my years.
Beyond my years. Yeah.
But what was it?
Dude, I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if I noticed in the first movie when Peter saved Miles from falling from like in the very beginning, and then like they like have that Spidey sense like trade off.
Yeah.
You know how it starts off green and purple for Miles, because I think that's like the original path that he was on, the Prowler path, and then because he got bit, it switched to red and blue.
Okay.
Because there's green and purple are the Prowler colors, and when you go to Earth 42, there's a lot of those colors together. You do get red and blue with purple, but like when they were in the house with Mom, it was a lot of
green and purple. Yeah. He even put on a purple jacket when he got in there too.
Like I'm just wondering, okay, if let's say Miguel is right in the sense that the 1610 Miles didn't get bit. It was Earth 42. So that Spider-Man would still be alive. Would Miles still become the Prowler?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
or is it only because he only became the Prowler because his dad wasn't around? Because his dad died, and his dad died because there was no Spider-Man. So it's like.
Well, and if he wasn't Spider-Man, would his dad still die though too?
I mean.
Well, if you think about it, like say like he didn't get bit, that Spider-Man didn't die.
And if you look at Gwen's dad, she
that's breaking the canon too.
He just quit.
Yeah, he's not the captain anymore.
But that's not like anyone else interfering. That just kind of happened naturally.
He decided that.
Yeah. There was no outside influence on that.
No, I thought it was the consequence of her leaving.
It could have been that too, but like, is that enough? Like, is that enough to cause a canon event after the fact? Like, like,
or is that always gonna happen?
This is how you save your dad. Now the world's gonna end. Or is it really because like, well,
doesn't make that? But then
because her leaving, that could just be part of her story.
Exactly.
Just because if you look at Spider-Man India, they got brought into that canon event, but it's like Miles' enemy was the one that was going to kill Spider-Man India. Like that was gonna cause his ASM 90 event where like that captain was supposed to die for Spider-Man India. But because Miles was there, he saved them. But that was Miles' villain to begin with. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So it's weird.
It's his responsibility still. His villain made that whole thing happen.
Yeah, it's like, but like because that's all part of Spider-Man India's canon but it just got broke because Miles the way Miguel explains it, he knows part of it, but I don't think he knows enough.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's total bullshit. And also, AI girl, the AI who
Lila.
Yeah, who is that?
Yeah, that was because she's still in her home dimension.
Oh, the
AI,
the Avatar chick.
Or wait, no, are you talking
about Lila? The
those tiny one? Oh, okay.
The floating robot. Like, who is that? Because I was thinking like.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Like, I've never seen her before.
How much does she control Miguel?
Yeah.
I think she's just helped like Jarvis or something.
Okay.
But just like a not I wouldn't say there's a visual form.
Yeah. Like a Cortana, but but that's what I'm saying. I feel like this one because Cortana also has an agenda.
Yeah. Well, by the end of it, shit. Especially.
And so it's what's your agenda?
I do like that AI line, and she gets offended. She's like, oh, whoa. I like that.
Wait, which one?
Where Miles is like, so we're just gonna let some algorithm decide. And when he said that, she was like, "Whoa,
hey, fuck, man,
like
it's my algorithm."
I like that part.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool too. I think it's gonna be like a whole like little Spider-Man Civil War too, because I think a lot of people are starting to like kind of disagree with it too.
With what?
The whole like letting AI just like run their lives and like saying that just having to like let because they all knew that they had to like let Miles' dad die, and that's why they didn't want to recruit him. And because I mean, think about it, there's like basically every fucking Spider-Man from almost every universe in there.
I don't know why,
and they were like, nah, because they were worried that he was gonna be like, if he found out that his canon event was gonna be his dad dying, that he was gonna try and stop it.
All Miguel had to do was just not let Miles in.
Yeah, all he had to do was send his ass home. To be honest.
No, not even send him home. It's just because whenever Spider Woman was taking Gwen back to HQ, he was like, all of y'all need to go. And yeah. Like, well, you bringing Miles, you already fucked up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave him the knowledge that you didn't want him to have. If you didn't know about this whole canon event thing, then it probably would have played out.
Yeah.
And probably would have, but no, you decided to bring him along and tell him your evil plan.
Yeah, like a dumbass. They're like, oh, he was gonna listen.
And he basically fucked everyone over. Like he got away from everyone. A little slippery devil.
I know.
He turns invisible. He's a little zappy.
Yeah. Jumps out windows and shit. Oh my god,
crazy.
That chase scene was probably one of my favorite parts of that whole movie. Honestly.
Yeah.
When they're all like chasing after, they're like, "Get Spider-Man!" They're like, "Who? You?"
Yeah. Oh my god. All that shit was so stupid.
Dude, I fucking love all the fucking Spider-Man. Because he's like honestly one of my favorite superheroes. So just like the quippy shit they were all saying to him while chasing him.
And I'm thinking like, dude, I just want to go back through the whole chase scene and just like look at all the Spider-Mans.
Yeah,
Like point out which one's what and
yeah. Because I mean, for like you could have just had a room full of like people that looked the exact same almost, but they went to like serious detail with like picking out different Spider-Man versions of Spider-Man and all animating them a certain way too.
That cyborg one, that giant war machine.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I wish they would have gave him some more screen time. I was like, who the fuck are you?
That shit was cool.
You saw him. That was
yeah.
I like that's what I'm saying. Like, Spot's cool. I saw his character design for a few months now.
Yeah.
Because the toys are out for Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
They put the toys out like it's been
super
fun. Yeah. People have been stealing the heads. Like,
what? Really?
Yeah. Like,
just the head?
Just the heads, dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I'm just trying to recreate. No, that's just beforehand. I don't
cool.
know. Maybe because you can. Like,
I would love to do that, to have like portals, but not to look like that.
Yeah,
that fucking sucks.
Dude, like, you gotta think about too. So that skin, like, he's like, is he wearing pants? Does he still have a dick?
He has no dick.
Is he shitting? Does he still need to eat?
Because in the beginning he was just like, oh, this is flesh, and I'm just kind of like, so you're naked?
Yeah.
Damn. We'll let you know, man. Shit.
Yeah. I wish I could get a big picture of it, but I got the Steelbook 4K version of the movie.
Nice.
I pre-ordered it. I don't know when it's gonna ship, but I pre-ordered it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I wanted to buy it before it sold out.
You know what's weird too? Because like I really wanted to watch the first one again, so I just bought it on my Xbox.
No,
because you couldn't rent it. You had to buy it. I was like, fuck it, $10. I can.
Oh yeah, nice.
I can afford that, and now I can watch it anytime I want.
I have it. We watched it on YouTube because I have it on iMovies. I can watch it.
Oh really? Fuck. Check it out there. But yeah,
I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah, no, I think, and honestly, as much as I was just like, just keep going, man.
Favorite Spider-Man movie, hands down.
The cliffhanger was good, and then it ended like a shitty way too.
Like, I would describe them as like the MCU movies are if real life had superheroes, but the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse is like a comic book movie. If a comic book turned into a movie.
Yeah.
Two different things.
It's like here's one person who was like saying it's the most like accurate like page to like movie adaptation.
And it's the most innovative in years because it's already like inspiring shit like Puss in Boots, the most recent Puss in Boots, and the Ninja Turtles movie. Like, all those animations.
Yeah, you guys want to see the trailer for the new Ninja Turtles? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that? Because I think it looks really fucking cool. Because it almost looks like the old comic.
I think it looks good. I think it looks really dope. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something I'd watch in theaters. I might wait for that to go to streaming or something. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I like the music. I just like the song choice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't like. Yeah. Dude, honestly, a Tribe Called Quest is always a vibe.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god, I saw a trailer, because Ice Cube's the main villain in that, where they reference one of his fucking songs. It was like, he rips the car door off a cop car, and he's like, 6 in the morning, police at my door.
What?
Ice Cube, you didn't know he was a rapper?
Yeah, I know Ice Cube.
Well, there's one song, it's like 6 a.m., police knocking at my door.
Nah, I actually haven't heard much of Ice Cube music.
Well, I'll be totally honest. I used to only see him on SVU, or Law and Order. That's the most I've ever seen Ice Cube. I didn't know he was a rapper for the longest time. Just like I was going Law and Order.
No way.
I didn't know he was a rapper.
You didn't know him from his acting career?
Yeah, I had no idea he was a rapper.
Wasn't he? He was like on a kids movie where it's like when he has like an RV or some shit. Like
yeah, because he did movies too.
Damn, my calves.
Are your calves good? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, my tolerance got pretty low.
Oh, you never been smoking?
I didn't take anything since San Antonio.
Oh, damn.
I flew.
Oh, you flew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Alright, well, thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys. Alright, well, it's been a pleasure, as always. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for coming to the show. And I'll see you again next time. Peace.